We have continuing coverage of breaking news from Clintonville this morning, where it was another rough night for some in that small community. City leaders spent much of yesterday trying to find the cause of loud booms that also shook homes. We Energies spent much of Monday checking gas levels. Nothing out of the ordinary was found. So what happened overnight? Angela Kelly is live in Clintonville again this morning with the latest. Hi, Ange.
Good morning, Rachel. Joining you live from McKinley Avenue. And about 10 minutes ago, I walked down the block more towards 15th Street, trying real hard to listen for anything, and I heard a slight boom. It sounded like it was very far off in the distance. Nothing too loud, but I definitely heard it. But somebody who has been hearing this and who actually left his house for the night is Joel Belfus. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
You live right down the street.
Yep.
Tell us why you left last night.
Just to be safe, just kind of started the sounds at the exact same time as it did the night before. Just kind of way too coincidence. Didn't get a very good night's sleep, the night before, so wanted to do that for work. And like I said, just to be safe, safer than sorry. And so packed those things and went to my fiance's mom and dad's house.
In Marion, right?
Marion, yep.
And Marion isn't far from here, and there's nothing going on there.
Nope, nothing at all.
Can you describe for me what it was, what it sounded like, and what it felt like?
It's just it's a boom. Sounds like at first maybe someone kind of knocking on the window a little bit and kind of shattering, and I don't know. It just it feels like it's definitely outside, or sounds like it's outside, and it's just a weird feeling and sound. I can't really describe it that good.
You said you were standing outside of your house, like
yeah,
on the grass, and you
can feel it. Yep. You can just feel it. Doesn't do anything to you, but you can just definitely feel there's something under there or whatever it is. It just doesn't feel normal.
Okay, so this has been going on since Sunday night. Still, right now at this time, there are no answers for this.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
A little uneasy. We'd like to know, and I think everybody would get back to being normal. It's not a very the big place for it to happen, so it's kind of weird. But hopefully soon they'll find out, and we'll get back to our normal lives.
You plan to stay at home tonight or play it by ear?
I guess we'll play it by ear, but I'm sure probably stay. I don't know. I guess I'll see. See how I feel.
I know you got to get to work,
yep.
So thanks so much for talking with us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. So there you go. A couple people actually left their homes for the night, mostly because they wanted to get a good night's sleep, but of course, too, a little bit concerned about what's going on here in Clintonville. I'm going to bring you up to date as well. Overnight, authorities say that these noises and these rumblings have been felt in a broader area. It's sort of widening. It originally was only in the northeast quadrant of the city, when it started Sunday, but overnight they were getting reports from people who live a little bit more south of here, like on Otto Street or 7th Street, Pershing Street. Also from people who live a little bit more to the west, people on 10th Street and Torrey Street calling in. I did speak with the city administrator earlier this morning. She says they plan to meet with a civil engineer firm after 8 o'clock this morning to talk with their geologist to see if this has something to do with nature. But they're also, once again, going to check the water system. Even though they didn't find anything yesterday when they checked, they're going to check it again. So that's the latest here. We'll join you back here live in about half an hour with another update. Back to you.
And Angie, you did hear them yesterday, those sounds, when you were working on the story.
Yes, good point. So not only did I hear them 10 minutes ago, yesterday around 9 o'clock when my photographer and myself were leaving the Garfield Avenue area, I had the window open and I'm like, I can kind of hear something off in the distance. So we stopped the truck and we got out, and sure thing, we could hear these booms sort of consecutively. They sounded like far off in the distance fireworks is what it sounded like. It wasn't very loud, but it sounded far off in the distance, and we could definitely hear it.
All right, Angela Kelly live in Clintonville this morning, and she'll continue to update us throughout the day. Now, the Justice Department has started investigating the fatal shooting of an